I just purchased a watch from one of my viewers and he didn't even know he was selling the watch to me. And I didn't actually even know that he was a viewer of mine. And the story is very, very interesting because, look, I'm not going to mention the gentleman's name. I won't mention his name for anonymity's sake, but for the sake of the story, I'm going to call him Trevor. That's my go-to alias that I always use to protect viewers' identity. So the story goes like this, guys. I was looking for this particular watch. It's a Tudor Prince Date Day, and there's a reason why I was looking for this watch, and I ended up seeing it on eBay listed for sale. I put in an offer, the gentleman accepted. I thought, great, he's local to me. He was 10 minutes drive. So I thought, you know what, opportunity. I thought, I'll go to his house. Worst case scenario, if the watch is not as described, I won't hand over the money, I won't take the watch. Really simple. When I purchase watches, I always try to pre-inspect the watch if I can, if opportunity allows, so that at least I know what I'm getting. It just sort of avoids any hassles later on down the track. So I arrived at Trevor's house. I told him I was the purchaser. I was there to pick up the watch. The first thing he said to me was, "Mate, your voice sounds very familiar. Do you have a YouTube channel?" I said, "Yes, my name is Peter Kotzer. I have a watch channel." And he goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "I'm a subscriber. It's an honor to have you in my house." And I said, I couldn't stop laughing. I told him, "The fact that you are sub to my YouTube channel," I said, "Mate, the honor's all mine. Seriously, brother." So I hardly blinked, and the next minute, Trevor and I were sitting down with all of his collection, literally just enjoying these watches, looking at him. He had about 40 or 50 watches he bought out, and I lost count. It was brilliant. It was so nice to spend. We spent a good 30-40 minutes together just enjoying his collection, going through all these watches, and it was like two watch nerds having a watch meetup and discussing the latest and greatest, some classics. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So the problem was, guys, that I actually fell in love with many of his watches, and I ended up not only buying this Tudor, but I also bought this Sinn straight off him, which a beautiful watch, fantastic. I'm going to do a review on this, an amazingly legible watch. So thank you very much, Trevor, for this. But I also bought this. He sold me this Seiko, a couple of $100. This is brilliant. This is exceptional. And again, I'm going to try to find time to do a review on these watches, guys. I've been so busy, inundated with things at the moment. But let's get back onto this, guys. This guy is so down to earth, and his collection looked to be in mint condition, or very close to. And I'll tell you what, very impressed. I actually wanted to buy more than these watches that I did, and everything that caught my eye. But the problem was, I didn't have enough of this. I ran out of cash. So long story short, Trevor turns around and says to me, "Pete, it's an honor to have you in my house." And I had to correct him again, guys. This guy's really nice. He's really genuine. He's down to earth. We're all the same. Whether we have a platform to speak from, like YouTube, or we've got 1 million followers, or we're on TV, or we're in movies, celebrities, we're all the same stuff, guys. And we're all equal in every single way. And, I was blessed to be in his home. I really was, being entrusted with his personal collection within a few minutes of just meeting him. The pleasure was all mine. It seriously was. So Trevor, or alias Trevor, if you're going to be watching this, mate, this one goes out to you. But I digress. The reason for this video is about this watch, this amazingly beautiful Tudor Prince Date Day. Let me share a few words about why this watch. You see, Hans Wilsdorf had a vision to create a strong, reliable, dependable watch, which he named Rolex. But alongside that, he also wanted to create a more affordable version of the watch for the masses, for the layman. And today, he would be proud of such a watch like this, as it's got all the hallmarks, all the DNA of Rolex, without the high price tag. A dream realized. With its solid white gold fluted bezel and classic oyster case, this watch captures the essence of what Hans Wilsdorf envisioned, and that's one huge factor why I love timepieces like this. For me, this particular model has all the classic vintage vibes I like from that era it comes from. Yet, being around a 2005 model, it also excludes any reliability issues associated with vintage watches. At the same time, maintaining a really decent pre-owned price tag that won't break the bank. It's really a win-win if you ask me. Trevor sold me this watch on its original Jubilee style bracelet, but I quickly swapped it out for this soft Italian style leather with a deploying clasp. So I really like this. In fact, I actually shared a video about this strap. Inexpensive. I got this from AliExpress, 24 bucks, and I tell you what, it looks and feels the business. There was two of these straps. One was an orange leather and one was a brown like this, calf leather. This particular one is lovely. The orange one so-so. This one here turned out to be a really nice unit. So comfortable, wears fantastic on the wrist. So very impressed. But I want to really I really want to thank Trevor for this watch and people like Trevor, fellow collectors and guys, enthusiasts, people who look after their watches. They take care, meticulous in what they buy, what they collect, and they love this hobby. They love watches, just like myself. I love watches. I love this hobby. But more so, I want to thank him for his generosity, for allowing me to enter into his house as a stranger and entrust me with viewing and handling and even purchasing a few more of his personal timepieces. I'm truly honored, Trevor. I say that with humility, mate. I really am. And as soon as I manage to gather a few more funds, I might be revisiting you, mate, for a cup of coffee and possibly another watch purchase. But thank you very much, my friend. Thank you, Trevor. Be blessed. Thank you, guys. A short story about 3 watch purchases. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you in the next video.